This morning, Japanese and South Korean aircraft defied China, flying into disputed airspace. The planes went into China's newly declared air defense zone in the East China Sea. China was not warned, and this morning, the USS George Washington took part in a joint military drill with Japan near that same airspace. A U.S. Navy official says the exercises were planned before China's decision. As Seth Doane reports, the growing tension now involves Ambassador Caroline Kennedy.
The United States tested China's authority over the newly established zone when it flew two B-52 bombers through it without identifying them first, as the Chinese demanded. The boundaries of the East China Sea Air Defense Identification Zone were outlined by the Chinese government over the weekend. It touches airspace claimed by South Korea and Taiwan and overlaps with an air defense zone controlled by its rival, Japan. At the center of all of this is a cluster of tiny islands believed to sit above rich mineral resources. They're called Senkaku by Japan and Diaoyu by China, and claimed by both countries.
We encourage Japan to increase communications with its neighbors and continue to respond to regional challenges in a measured way.
The controversy has thrust Caroline Kennedy, the new U.S. ambassador to Japan, into the middle of this international dispute, just about 2 weeks into her ambassadorship.
Unilateral actions like those taken by China with their announcement of an East China Sea Air Defense Identification Zone undermine security and constitute an attempt to change the status quo in the East China Sea. This only serves to increase tensions in the region.
China's foreign ministry spokesman said China allowed the U.S. to fly through the zone for more than 2 hours earlier this week and defended its zone. It's the right of self-defense, the spokesman said. It targets no particular country. Therefore, we hope the relevant countries need not be alarmed or take it personally. The fallout surrounding this zone will also likely become a focus of Vice President Joe Biden's trip to Japan, China, and South Korea next week. For CBS This Morning, Seth Doane, Beijing.